Sorry, I am so late, but blame it on my time blindness and my ADHD and all of that crap. So, yeah, like I was saying, I'm so late. I need to roll myself some smokes before I do this. But yeah, thank you so much for sending in questions. Actually, a lot more questions than I expected came through, which is great. I think it's going to be fun. So I'm also just going to start with the questions, get that out of the way before I go off rambling off a tangent like I always do. One done. Just going to roll another one. Hi, Bumi. How you doing? Tell me, can you hear me? I'm wondering if this works. Can you hear me properly? And what about the noise in the background? I'm using earphones just so that it doesn't get noisy in the background. There's so much noise here in the hood. Okay. One more, and I'm gonna start. Oh, and you're welcome to ask me any questions about dreams here on the live. I'll try to keep up with the live chat, but that's always kind of difficult to do, to be honest. It kind of throws me off every time, like having to look through the chat for comments and questions. So like I don't promise to answer any of that, but like you can just do that just for the fuck of it. Okay, let me check on the questions that I'm gonna go through. Hey yo, hi. Sorry, this is taking a while. Okay. Alrighty, so I have some questions from Facebook and some from Instagram. I'm just going to start with the Facebook questions. Okay. Okay, wait. I have to light my cigarette. Oh my god, where's my lighter? Okay, so yesterday I actually recorded a video about some of the out-of-body experiences that I've had. But just the first one that I had, that video is going to go on YouTube. I don't know when, don't ask me when. It takes such a long time for me to finish editing and actually posting it on YouTube. So today I just thought, let me just do one for Instagram because I don't know how long it's going to take me to put it up. But I also wanted to ask questions so that I can interact. Okay, so first question. Hello, how are you doing? Have you had many flying dreams? Flying dreams. I haven't had many flying dreams, I don't think. Um, but the ones that I've had, well, one vivid one comes to mind. It was, I was actually um, at the hospital after the ICU. So, like, right after they take you from the ICU to, like, no, this was still in the ICU. And they had injected me with something for sleep because I was finding it hard to sleep in there. There's all this beeping and this light like 24/7. So they injected me with something for sleep, and I had the most lucid, vivid dreams ever. I don't know what that drug is that they gave me, but like that was intense. And like through the dream, it was myself and a bunch of people that I know online and in real life, like friends, and like we were all psychically connected and like moving around the space. But in a flying, it felt like we were flying about and like literally transforming whatever's around us psychically. I don't know if I was the only one doing it, but it felt like we could all kind of do it at the same time and like changing each other's outfits as well. And I remember um, while we're flying about, so I think we were at like some psychedelic party mansion because I remember at some point in the dream, cops were coming in to raid the place, I guess. But like, because it was a lucid dream, something in my head was like, wait, this is a lucid dream. So like these, like whatever cops, whatever that is, like that can't happen. Like I can control this dream. We can all control this dream. So like it just turned into like a nice um um chase with us flying around and like tricking everything. And it was just a lot of fun. I wonder if I've written somewhere about it. I should look through my journals and like record something about it. That was so fantastic. And before then, I hadn't had much luck with lucid dreaming. I remember there was a time when I tried all the methods that they wanted, but like with that hospital stay and that drug that they gave me, it was like, it was beautiful. It was amazing. If I didn't know better, I'd say it was an out of body experience, but but yeah, it was more of like a very vivid lucid dream. So that was awesome. Yeah, I don't have a lot of flying dreams. I think I have a lot more swimming dreams, like yeah, in like a large body of water. Um, whether it's the ocean or a pool, it's always like very deep, 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 deep. Um, okay, cool. Second question, why pink? Does the color have significant meaning for you? Hmm. I thought that was a peculiar question. Pink. I don't know if it's because my hair looks like it's pink. It's orange, by the way, which used to be like my least favorite color. I used to hate orange. But this orange, I guess because it has like a pinkish tone to it, that's the only reason I love it. So there must be something about pink. Um, Pink, I can't say it has a significant meaning connected to anything particular, but it's just like it's a mood. Pink is such a mood. I don't know, it has it's about the way it makes me feel soft and magical and pretty and just really nice, a really vibey mood, a really soft mood, a really aesthetic mood. Um, so yeah, because like I'm trying to think, what in nature is pink that I'm particularly attracted to. I mean, flowers, yes, but there's not. I don't think there's a lot of pink stuff in nature. Are there? Ooh, there's something there. I don't see. Nuisance DC. Glad to know you're doing great. One love. Who's that? Ikal Lucky. Hi. Yeah, glad to know that I'm doing better. I'm doing great as well. So thank you. Thank you. I am doing great. And I hope you're doing great too. So yeah, pink is just a fun color. I'll have to think about it more, maybe. Okay, third question. Oh, I have to have a drink for this one. Alrighty. Third question. Do you think astral projection via sleep paralysis is legit? Um, I know it is real. I know it's possible. Um, Mainly because, well, it's a complicated. See, the video that I was recording yesterday actually talks about this in more detail. Huh. Okay. But all I can say is that ever since finding out that sleep paralysis can be a useful gateway or portal to like the astral realm, like to out of body experiences, ever since knowing that, I have been actively like hoping to get sleep paralysis so I can use it to get out of body experiences because like, and the thing is I used to get them very often, but now it's like now I literally have to induce it, and it's so hard to, when you spent your whole life trying to avoid sleep paralysis, and now to kind of doing the opposite, trying to induce sleep paralysis just to get out of body experiences. It's so ridiculous. I love it. Um, but yeah, I first heard of this from Robert Monroe. Um, he was an out of body experiencer who wrote a lot of books about it and even created technology like the gateway process, which if anyone knows, with binaural beats. So using binaural beats and like just sound technology, he created the hemisync gateway process, which, yeah, so he talked about um, how he would had spontaneous um, like sleep paralysis. Although at the time, I don't think he ever like termed it sleep paralysis, but when he describes the sensations of these out of body experiences when they start. Um, so, yeah, ever since then, that actually triggered a spontaneous out of body experience, which didn't start with sleep paralysis, weird enough. Um, but yeah, it was successful, it was spontaneous, it was amazing. Haven't had another one like that. And then recently, ever since finding out, like, not just finding out, but like really resonating with the fact that sleep paralysis can be like a portal to out of body experiences. I've tried it and I was successful with it. Although When you try it via inducing sleep paralysis, it's different to this sleep paralysis that you get spontaneously, it seems. There's a slight nuance difference to it. But yeah, it's totally legit. It's absolutely um it's like the the greatest skill anyone could have. Like being able to go out of body at will, like not just spontaneously, but being able to actually do it and be skilled at inducing it at any um, point that you want to. So I'm really trying my best to um, do the practice regularly of inducing. So what I would do is I'd listen to either a guided um, binaural beats or a guided meditation for inducing the sleep paralysis, or I will just play like the binaural beats sound thing to without guided meditation. That also works. Like the first time I used one of those, I never believed that they actually worked, like ever. And this one, the one that I found on YouTube, which literally says 1000% what astral projection, what, it just sounded ridiculous. What exactly is 1000%? So I tried it and it worked. Like literally the first night I tried, um this sound, this astral projection binaural beats video. Yeah, the first time I tried it, it absolutely worked. I was out of the body, and some really weird shit happened that left me really confused and shaken. Although I came out of it very excited that I actually experienced it, and like it was so easy and like it was so real at the same time. And I remember waking up from, like, while out of body, there was a point where some weird things happened that got me a bit confused, and I decided, and it just felt like I was like gradually moving into like the lower astral realms, which are not very, not the best place to be out of body, especially as a beginner. So I remember like literally just thinking, okay, let me just go back to my body and wake up and really let this sink in. I'm trying so hard not to um, not to say too much about this um, before I actually record the video about it, because like I'm still trying to make sense of what exactly happened, but I think I have the answer. So like to be short about it, should I? No, I'll just explain what actually happened in the video that I'm going to make for YouTube. There's so much about it that I just don't want to create a sense of fear about going out of body. I'm very mindful not to, because like for myself and like just anyone I tell about it, because like one thing that I've learned was like you have to get over the fear of um of sleep paralysis first, or of like just these weird experiences, in order for it to happen a lot, and in order for you to like actually go fully on the other side and get to explore the other side with much more detail and much more precision and much more discernment, which is an important part of um of it as well, because like the thing is, when you're fearful in these states of consciousness, your fear literally starts manifesting the worst things to happen. Like for instance, I've realized even with sleep paralysis. So after learning all about how that's a portal, I had a few spontaneous ones, and I remember um, one of them started. So I was sleeping, and I was like, "Oh, okay, here it is." And like it's like when you're in fear, you start manifesting beings in the room. Like I remember the being that I was manifesting was like just touching different parts of my body. You know, when you're in sleep paralysis, you think those are the things that are scaring you about the paralysis, but it turns out the fear that you are feeling is actually manifesting these shadowy beings to become more, to feel more and more real. So like when I realized that, oh shit, this is that thing that's happening, and like I calmed down and like removed all the fear. It's like those that being that was touching like grabbing my feet just went away, like it wasn't a thing anymore. And that's when I could then focus on getting my astral body out of my physical body. Because when you're in fear, you're either gonna wake up and not actually pull through, and then the longer you're in fear, the more, I mean, it can get to a point where it feels like the bed is literally shaking. But when you're aware that no, this is just something that I'm manifesting, the more fearful I am, um, then it becomes easier to get past that stage. I mean, now the last out of body experience that I um, had like I was way past like the fear so much that it doesn't even feel like sleep paralysis anymore. Once you just get over the fear, it just feels like, oh, that's that thing that's happening. So now I gotta just like allow it to happen and be excited, not too excited though, because then the conscious body is gonna just wake up. Um, but yeah. Ooh, that was the third question. I went on a ramble there. Holy shit. Let me see if there's anything I missed in the chat. Okay, no questions. So yeah, just to wrap up, astral projection via sleep paralysis is totally legit. Yeah, and it's fun. And it's like, oh my God, I can't even like explain how excited I was, or I get about like the thought of like um, exploring the other side on a frequent basis, or at all, like the fact that it's possible to do it like so easily, even though it's a challenging process to go through, but like it just makes life feel a whole lot more magical and like interesting and um like the science fiction it actually is. It's fun. Okay, next question. Okay, so that's all for Facebook. Let me go on to the ones on Insta. Hey guys. Okay, I think I will. Okay. It's Do you have any recurring dreams? What do you think that means? Ooh, recurring dreams. I used to have a lot of recurring dreams, and another thing that I've always thought was cool is like recurring places in like dream spaces. Um, that I've always found odd, and not just any like recurring spaces, but also recurring spaces you that I don't actually know in like in real life, but they exist in my dream space, and I can go there. Like I know how to get to that place often, and I'll like repeat, things will happen there, but it's like that space doesn't exist anywhere else but in the dream space. But it feels like it exists. It's a weird thing. And okay, so recurring dreams that I used to have were actually not like the funnest of them. And I'm glad I don't have those anymore. It's been a while actually. But there would be um like dreams where like oh yeah, the weirdest ones were um being chased by lions, like just out of nowhere. They'll just be, or big cats, um and no, not big cats, lions specifically, and then it became dogs, and then it's like at some point, if they do like manage to come bite me, then I'll wake up or something. um and then I started having ones where um the more I tried to speak about something, to express something like within the dream, the less and less my voice works. And it's like to a point where like I literally can't speak up words. Those ones always made me feel kind of like, um, I don't know, shaken up. But I had those usually when I was going through maybe a tough time, I don't know. And then, oh, and also like um, feeling paralyzed, like not being able to walk properly. That used to be a recurring feature in my dreams. That would concern me. But lately, yeah, no. Ever since I haven't been like depressed at all. Um, I don't have those those kind of psychological horror nightmares. Um, but yeah, let me see what's next. So those would be like recurring themes more than they are recurring dreams. And I've never had dreams that or rather I don't often have dreams premonitive, like I'll dream of something happening and then it happens. Except recently, I had one of those for the first time since I could even remember, and I found it peculiar. I dreamt my cousin, who I don't see often ever, I haven't seen in a while. I dreamt of him coming over to visit me and like just wanted to ask me about something, um, something like that. And then in the morning, um, when I eventually go to make food, he's there. He came to visit that day out of the blue, and um, and then it turned out he was sleeping over. I think the next day, and we actually ended up talking about things that he wanted to know from me. So like that could be a dream that actually was kind of premonitive, even though like what we talked about were two different things, like in in the first dream. But and I found it very fascinating that we talked about him having premonition, premonitive premonition dreams. Yes, he's able to what do they call people? I don't know, but yeah, he works with dreams and like interpreting it, um, like as a spiritual practitioner, which I would have never thought. He's like the last person I would have expected this from, but like it was just such a beautiful, serendipitous, synchronistic event that was happening. Um, in conjunction with other very high strange um, things in my life, and like paranormal things, and like yeah, it was lit. So that was quite fascinating. I hope I have more. I don't know if I yeah, I hope I have more premonitive dreams eventually. I just yeah, I wonder if like one could um practice doing that, like getting better at it. It's such a hard thing, these like figuring out the consciousness technology, or like um skills that are, I don't know, are fundamentally consciousness based, like things like dreams, practicing vivid dreaming, like doing those practicing those things as like a skill that you can hone in on and like perfect, because there's no science about it, and I don't think there should be. In a sense, it's like everyone needs to find the I don't know, the signature way of doing things. Um, at least that's what I've found. Like something that works for someone, techniques that work for some people probably won't work on like literally every single person, and it's probably best to just figure it out for yourself. Sure, you could learn from others, but like you always get the best results from the least amount of resistance. So if you're not resisting your own particular process, then you're probably going to have better results than if you are, you know, just trying to do what is considered to work best. Yeah. Ooh, that was a mouthful. Okay. There's like two more questions, but like um I think I'm gonna stop here. My mind is racing. Like I'm thinking of like I'm making so many new connections, and I can see and I can sense myself drifting mid um thoughts. So like I think I'll do the rest of the questions in like the video that I'm probably gonna um post soon about out of body experiences and all of that. Okay. So anyway, bye. I am gonna bye. Um,